which is a chili mayo with squid, right?
Squid. Chili mayo. Oh, it's spicy.
So guys, please, anyone has a question, or he cannot understand something, or he feel he is not really getting all the information about the dish, inform me. Because after that, you will be questioned by Mr. Hizam, by the chef. So make sure that you have fully concentration with us, because I don't have time every time to come and explain. I'm here only to assist you, to support you, but I cannot work with you every time. You cannot imagine now, I left, the hotel is very busy, just for you. Now, this dish is the normal Caesar salad, but we try to make it in difficult way for the chef and more fancy way for the guest. Yeah? Good for the guest, but not good for him. Okay. Basically, there is so many ways to make this Caesar salad. Many ways. The people, they make it in so many different ways. But when you have it like this, the guest will try to do something in the dish. Usually, when you put the food, the guest what will do, he'll touch his fork and he will eat. But here he has to do something. He has to cut the salad by himself. Maybe some guests they will not like it. If some guest he is lazy, to do the cutting, he will tell you, okay, no, bring for me normal cutted Caesar salad. But we will show our talent in a small and simple dish. Okay, so basically this one, it should be done by the bakery chef, and yes, this one you should make it for them easier than this. You have the focaccia, right? Try to find a ring that it's half ring but long one, something like maybe chef, if you can help them, create for them something from metal. It's half moon like long tube, half moon. Then you can catch these things, arrange it there, just put it in the oven. After you arrange it, put some olive oil so it becomes bent. Then you bake it in the oven, and you can keep it minimum. You can keep it for 4 days. So instead of having this struggle to finish it, you can do it just like that. So you can do like 10 pieces, 12 pieces. Just lay it. No need to make it like very close. Just make it like this. Then he put his salad in the middle, and the guest will break it down. So this one I understand. Maybe you did 100 pieces until you get this one, right? So it's difficult. So the dressing, everybody knows what is the Caesar dressing? Who knows? You can tell me what is the ingredients of the Caesar dressing. You are shy or what, guys? Yalla guys, open your mouth. You know how to make. Mayonnaise, mayonnaise, it's the easy and lazy way. Who knows the classic? Anchovy, Parmesan cheese, olive oil, mustard. There is some basic ingredients that any sauce dressing it should have it. Any dressing. Lemon. Garlic. Fine garlic. Now I will tell you there is a story about the garlic. People they start to refuse to use the garlic in this one because, especially if I'm a businessman, I don't want to have garlic smell in my mouth. So what we have to do, we poach it. We poach the garlic. How to poach it? I don't poach it in water. I poach it in oil. Which they call it in French, confit. Garlic confit. C-O-N-I-F-T. Confit. Confit garlic, it means you bring the garlic, put it in olive oil, just make it like a drain in olive oil. The oil should be covered. And put it in oven about 60 degrees for the whole day. 60 degrees. This is the confit. It means cooking in very, very slow temperature. what will happen? The garlic after that become cream. When you catch it, you cannot catch it. It will fall apart. You can do it in the oven in the fast way. Just bring oil, put your garlic inside, cover it, and put it in the oven with steam about 1 hour. All the idea from this is to cook the garlic without changing the color. You know, the garlic, it's very fast to get the brown color. When it got to the brown color, it becomes bitter taste. So the best way is to poach or to confit the garlic in any way that it will not take a color. Then I will put it, this cooked garlic, I put eggs. Now, the eggs in these days become salmonella, blah, 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 too much problem. So you have to poach the eggs. How? Make the eggs 3 minutes boil, or 2 minutes, or maybe less.
Well.
Just I want the eggs to be pasteurized. You know what does mean pasteurized? It means I kill the bacteria inside the egg before I put it. So basically what you have to do, bring the eggs and boil it for 1 minute. 2 minutes maximum. When I take it, I crack it, it's still runny. But you kill all the bacteria in the eggs. So then we put garlic, we put eggs, then I blend it, put little bit mustard, and when it's become mixture, I start to add my olive oil. Basically, putting olive oil alone, it will give you bitter taste. So better to mix it. Mix like 70% olive oil and 30% corn oil. So I put the oil like gradually until I feel the sauce become heavy. Then I add my anchovies. Anchovies, don't put like the fresh one, put the canned one. Is cheaper and it will give you saltness. In this recipe, don't put any salt. Why? Anchovy and the parmesan. Yeah, basically this one is salted. Okay, so we put now the anchovies. You have to put something to break the normal taste of eggs, oil, which is the Tabasco. Tabasco is very important in this recipe. It will give you this, you know, you feel that there is something burning here, which is very beautiful. Little bit, like 2-3 drops. Plus, this is my adding. I put some Worcestershire sauce. Also yes, some drizzle. It will give you a very strong taste. It will make your taste very high. You know the Worcester sauce?
Worcester?
Worcestershire sauce.
I thought Worcester.
Worcester. No,
I saw that.
Yes, on the stage. So I'm giving you my recipe. Salt. But anyhow, the salt here will be mixed with the lettuce. It will be balanced because you know the lettuce is water. If I squeeze it, it will have water. So no issue. And after that, we finish it with parmesan. Parmesan, it should be grated parmesan. So then your sauce becomes thick. So don't over putting the olive oil. Otherwise, what will happen? When you put the parmesan, it will split. So keep only space. Always keep space. This is the Worcester sauce. Be careful. This kind of sauce is very strong. If you put too much, you will have stomach ache. You will have problem with your stomach. So don't put too much. Got it? So this is my recipe. If you make it, you will find the difference. People put in mayonnaise. It's more safe, but it will not give you the same flavor. For you, up to you. Using this way, it's hard way actually. Or using the easy way. Anyhow, so we'll start now. We'll put our. So can you mix it by yourself because I want to keep my gloves clean for the presentation. Here we give the portion Usually if you give this one, you give like half of this amount for one portion. But we will go for this one. If the guest he doesn't want it, you go just go for the normal old school one. I will put it. Yeah, just put. So this one always give it for down. One by one. Beautiful. Now, we found this area, nothing to put there. So, we will put any condiments that maybe the guests will order shrimp or chicken or plain. We'll keep that one for that thing. So basically I have to put here the sauce, the extra sauce. I just put this as a covering so the sauce will not go down. Usually they don't give you extra sauce, but we will. If the sauce is running from the pocket, you have to follow it with some cheese. Okay, if you have a chicken, now our chicken here is different. Usually the people they just grill the chicken, and I show you the difference. When you cook the chicken, the normal one, if you keep it for the next day, it becomes dry, very dry. There is a new technique for cooking the chicken, they call it sous vide. Sous vide, it's a French technique to cook any kind of food, which is you vacuum. You saw the vacuum bag that I showed you first with the fish. It's the same way. I vacuum back the item, any item. For example, the chicken, I just put it there. I put some piece of butter, some garlic, some thyme, herbs, salt, pepper, and I cook it in the oven with steam and roast. But better to have it on the steam first. Okay. Now, if you see the chicken, little bit your chicken, you see, you shouldn't have these white things. If it's vacuum, right? You shouldn't have this. Because this is the dirt of the chicken. But when I cut it, you can see the chicken, how I'm cutting the chicken is very soft. But this one is still not cooked well. See, you should measure, because again guys, I don't believe in the timing until I see the oven. If you see the recipes, the ready recipes everywhere, they'll tell you cook your chicken for 20 minutes on 180 degrees. You should read, this is the actual thing, you should read your oven first. Some oven, it's normal. Some oven, one area is more stronger than other area. Some ovens is burning the food. So before you decide to put your chicken or whatever food, you have to read your oven. Maybe the oven is not proper, so this one is still not cooked. See, next time, this one, something wrong with maybe you didn't wash it properly, I don't know. But you see, the chicken itself still juicy. This is the way of having the chicken. This is the best way of having, especially the chicken breast, because the chicken breast is usually getting dry very fast. But if you cook it like this, you can keep it in the vacuum bag at least for 2-3 days without any issues. So we'll put our chicken over here. Maximum 60 to 70 grams. That's it. No more. Now we finish it with some nice garnish. This is white anchovy. Usually you find the anchovies in the market, the cans, but we brought the white one. This is expensive, guys. We give 3 pieces as we said yesterday. We don't give 4 or 6. And this is cable we did fry. That's it. Easy, simple, but the guest maybe like it or don't like it. We don't know. It's about according how the guest will like to cut it or not. If they don't want the whole leaves, they will cut it and give it to him normal.
So before a guest to serving, we need to ask a guest? Or
Just
what?
to surprise him. Surprise him. Look, don't give the guest so many ways or options to start to tell you, no, I don't need this, I need that. No, just give him this is the new menu, this is as per the chef. If he doesn't like it or he start to ask you questions, then call the chef and he can deal with them. Right, chef?